Hello, everyone. My name is Melvin Perez, and my innovation is virtual reality. First, I'm going to talk to you about the programming that I use in order to create this website. We used HTML, and in order to use this, we would have to set up a separate web page, which is called cPanel, in order to transfer the data from here into a real website as we create it. In HTML, we used a lot of different types of scripts. We used head, body, title, H1, H2. We implemented images and many different things. On our website, we used different techniques in order to create this. One of which was Pixlr. Pixlr, we were able to create a banner, a background, and also an animation. Here I have a brief description of what virtual reality is. Virtual reality is the computer-generated simulation of a three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical way by a person using special electronic equipment. This equipment can range from helmets with screens to globes with sensors. This is a definition on the internet by Merriam-Webster. It defines virtual reality as an artificial environment which is experienced through sensory simulation such as sights and sounds, provided by a computer and in which one's actions partially determine what happens in the environment. Also, the technology used to create or access virtual reality. And here we can access my website. So we're going to go to purpose first. Here, we have a question. Indicate the name of the innovation and provide a clear description of its intended purpose, such as the problem that the innovation solved, the opportunity that the innovation created, or the discovery that the innovation made possible. The technological innovation that I had chosen was virtual reality. Virtual reality is a computer-generated simulation of a three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical way by a person using special electronic equipment. This equipment can range from helmets with screens to gloves fixed with sensor. Merriam-Webster defines virtual reality as an artificial environment which is experienced through sensory stimuli such as sights and sounds, provided by a computer in which one's actions partially determine what happens in the environment. Also, the technology used to create or access a virtual reality. Basically, this is a sum up of from the beginning. And I have a video here briefly explaining it. Yeah. And the next page, we have effects and impacts. And then question here. Explain a benefit and slash or harmful effect of the innovation. Basically is benefiting because you could do anything with virtual reality. You could literally be in a world that you want to be in. Also, it's very beneficial because economically it's on the rise and more cash money flow is going to be going around. It's harmful because while you're inside of the simulation, you might lose track of time and you don't know how long you're going to be in there. Impact the innovation has had on society, the economy, and culture is VR recently started to become more popular within the last few years. So it's only going to grow from there. In society, more people are getting hooked onto the idea of the simulation 3D environment. So they're going to use that in order to escape to a different world and try to be something more than they are here. And in an economy, basically the same. Things is going to rise. People are going to buy the equipment. There's going to be more money flow. Here we have a video of me using virtual reality. Just a quick example. And this graph right here, it basically shows that VR between women and just a relationship between gender, age group, and household income. Usually more males are using it than female, and younger kids than older. And in order, higher income families have them. Another question is indicate one field other than computer science which innovations has impacted or has the potential to impact describe and to describe this impact. Well, I believe virtual reality would have an impact in construction. Um, this will lead to more creativity and leading on to faster building decoration. The graph here basically shows the differences between the male and female thoughts of virtual reality. Males figured that virtual reality would have a bigger impact on their life and also in the future of their life. So we have another question in technical aspects. Uh, Describe how a user interacts with the innovation. The way the users of virtual reality users are able to interact with the correct equipment. In order to immerse themselves into the 3D environment, they would have to have the right equipment. Uh, this would lead to sometimes full immersion if they have a full bodysuit. Describe in detail how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas. The big ideas are basically abstraction, algorithms, programming, and the internet. I think virtual reality is part of the internet mostly. There's no really big question there. Incorporates this because in order to immerse yourself into an environment that you would want to, then you would have to get the information from the internet and then transfer it over to the 3D environment. Relationship to data. Describe how the innovation consumes data, inputs, produces data as outputs, and software transforms data. Basically, the same way. Uh, Takes data from different databases and transfer it to its data set and basically uses it in order to create that environment. Describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern. Uh, there are some concerns to virtual reality when it comes to data storage, but I feel like it shouldn't be a problem because the data is constantly being flowed in and out. There's always new data coming in and old data going out. Uh, there's never a real overload. For security concern, data it's not really that trackable since new data is always coming in and out. And here we have my references I used. And yeah, that just brings me back to my website. And basically, this was virtual reality.